Hey there, Scott Agee here in my home office in Birmingham, Alabama. Um, and the name of this video is "Let Me Tell You a Fairy Tale" by Scott Agee. So I want to tell you a fairy tale, and it's not really a Disney or something like that, but it is a fairy tale ending to a story that's pretty phenomenal. Okay, and I don't know your situation. You're watching a video, obviously, so I'm not speaking with you, but I bet that I've been some type of place that you too have also been in. And I want to tell you this fairy tale ending of mine and how possibly I can shed the light a little bit on you. So, years ago, I was in the auto industry. You might have heard this story, and I was kicking butt, taking names, selling cars like crazy, bringing people from all over the world, or let's say North America, all over North America to buy vehicles from a place in Birmingham, Alabama, of all places, right? And I was just, cruising. But I was fired when the market went down. I'm not talking about that, so that's not the reason why I'm here to talk. But I want to let you know that I was fired, broke, mouths to feed, child, wife, all depending on just me. So things had to happen. I decided I was going to work from home, and that decision was like a gung ho, I'm going to do it decision, and I was so excited about it. And I failed miserably in the first year. Miserably. I mean, they came out, they cut the water off at the house. I had to talk with the power company numerous times about, hey, oh, it's in the mail. I promise, it's in the mail. And they're like, oh, okay, but man, maybe you've had those conversations. I don't know. Debt collectors calling, and you're like, oh, don't speak English, sorry, and hang up. Maybe you've done that. I've done everything you can imagine. Right? It was awful. But then I found a few things that made money. I found a few programs that were successful. And then I found one in particular where I made $300 commissions from. I made one sale a week. I was ecstatic, right? But then I started making 2 sales a week and 3 sales a week. And then I found a system that completely automated it, right? I did one thing in the morning and then waited all day, and sales were coming 1, 2, 3. I had 4 and 5 sales every single day, it seemed like. Some days I had 1 or 2, but a lot of days I had 3 to 5 sales. All I did was answer my phone and say, hello, oh yeah, this is Scott. Okay, you like it? Great, that's fantastic. Go ahead to that page and get signed up. Click. That was it. There was no convincing people. They called me sometime to see if I was really a real person, but that was it. So this is the beginning of my fairy tale. Like, this is where things started getting good. Well, because of this, I met my partner, Stefan Dessalines, who lives in California. I live in Birmingham, Alabama. He lives in Los Angeles, California. Couldn't get further apart, right? And, we met, and he didn't really know me. I didn't really know him, and there was a little bit of tension when we started. We're like trying to figure out, is this dude really going to work, or is this dude really going to work? And then we formed our partnership, got bank accounts together, started building systems together, and then moved on. And we developed a business that went from 2 guys barely making it to 2 guys who were, doing pretty well with the company. Stefan did 167,000 his first year. I did a little over 100,000 in my first year with that company. And then we formed a partnership. So then it was one partnership that we drove other businesses and everything and built systems for and turned it into a 7-figure business. We hit the mark where our business was worth 7 figures in 2013. Well, the end of 2013, we started thinking about further ways to expand. And in 2014, this year, we purchased that company that got us started. That company that made it all happen. That company that made it possible to make $300 commissions from home. That company that took Stefan from staring down a repo man in the eyes and took me from going outside and threatening the water man. Don't you cut that off! Like me just mad. I'm like, don't you dare cut my water off. I got a child in here I have to feed. I got to make bottles. Get out of here before I get a gun. I'm like going nuts trying to keep the water on at the house. It took me from those days to being okay, to being more than okay. We now own it. Is that not a fairy tale? Like, now we met because of that company, and now together we own that company. It's so awesome. And the way we can shed the light towards you guys, the way we can bring, our fairy tale ending to you is that maybe you're searching for something. Maybe you're trying to find something that'll make you successful. Well, you can't find two other guys who have been there that like we have. We're not just following in with the trend of, oh, woe is me to billions. Like we didn't follow that trend. We live it. We lived the trenches. We lived the struggles. We lived the growing. We lived the growth, and now we're living the 7 figures, right? We still have our phones right here. People that are part of our business, Automatic Lead Tools. I talk on the phone with them daily. So does Stefan. Our number is plastered there on the website. They can call us, ask for help. We have support tickets in there that make sure you get help. We set up a compensation plan so phenomenal that you're insured to get help by being a team member. And you have the unlimited ability to draw leads. There's no cap on how many leads you can generate per day. There's no cap to how many of those leads you can contact per day by the push of a button. And there's no limit to how many sales pages and on-demand sales sales funnels and on-demand sales pages you can create. All right, so you've got every tool needed. You've got a compensation plan that'll pay you $400 per commission, so higher than Ivan was making back in the day. And you've got a team of owners and myself and Stefan that will be here every step of the way to help. All it takes is a little action from you. You get started, send in a support ticket wherever you do and say, hey Scott, I just got the software and I saw your video where you promised me help. What should I do next? I'll personally answer that support ticket regardless of who's watching this, okay? Once you join ALT, use a button on this page and join ALT, and once you do, I'll personally answer that support ticket that you send in and give you examples of what to do, okay? You see, I'm just a regular dude, right, wearing a football t-shirt, just a regular guy, but I've been through the trenches, I've been through struggles, I've overcame them, I've found a partner and created a big 7-figure business, and then purchased the company that got me started. They got Stefan started, that allowed us to meet each other and allowed us to create this partnership. Jump on board too, be part of that fairy tale. Let it shine on you, let it help you, okay? Click on this page and get started now, and then send that support ticket in so I can answer it, and I personally will. See you there.